your last fan vlog of the season, and it was just nice to walk out of Old Trafford quite calm, quite happy, a decent and well-controlled performance, you say?
Yeah, exactly. That's what we were just saying before, isn't it? The start of the season, we were so excited for the season ahead. I mean, the way that we beat Leeds was unbelievable, but that performance there was a little testimonial feel to it, with the likes of Mata and Matic, and even Phil Jones making an appearance at the end, but Cavani as well, but I don't even count that. I mean, conveniently back fit for the last home game of the season, but do you know what? I thought a lot of players put everything into that game, Mata being one of them, and finally we played him in his right position on his last ever game at Old Trafford, and he showed what he can do in that position. So, do you know what? I mean, it's the end to a horrible season, but it was one of the best performances to leave it on, if I'm being honest. Yeah,
Beth, the 4-2 came back.
Yeah.
And I just said on my fan blog there, and it's actually, we put players in that wanted to play that system, and it works well. It shows you that it could have worked if we put the right players in from the start.
Well, that's the thing. When I watched that game today, I thought the majority of the players, if not all the players on that pitch, are players that want to play for Man United. Not all of them might not be up to standard. I think full-backs, again, massive improvement needed, but both of them want to play for the shirt, and that's the difference you can see on that pitch. I mean, ELANGA, young kid, getting himself up for everything, running back and forth. I mean, every time he got the ball, he tried to do something positive with it, even if it didn't pay off. He was constantly looking forward, and I think that's, if I had one thing to say about the game, is I think a few times we just need to be a bit more confident in front of goal and really take the game forward instead of constantly trying to go backwards and sideways. But I understand we were just trying to control the game and make sure we didn't concede any stupid goals early on in the game, and it all worked out in the end. But that's the thing, if you've got players that want to play the system, then you can do it right. And Ralph Rangnick's actually spotted Mata's position on his last ever game. So if we could have, to me, watching that, it's like, oh, with how poor we've been this season, could you have played some of these players more? Because I mean, Mata, yeah, he's not got the legs, and he can probably only play 70 minutes, but when he can play like that in games like that, it is worth having. And to me, I think he should have had a few more minutes throughout the season watching a game like that today.
First start of the season, wasn't it, in the Premier League for him? It says everything, doesn't it? But you said it there, Beth. I said it as well in my fan blog. I said, look, right there on that pitch there, I guarantee none of them on that field tonight were any of the problems behind the scenes. You could tell, couldn't you?
Yeah, you could tell. You could massively tell, and you can also tell, not naming names, but a few weeks back or even last week, certain players aren't doing the running. The body language is poor on the pitch, and it's like people say, well, you can't just judge people's body language. Body language speaks a lot. It speaks a lot for certain players, and if you're complaining about not starting games, you get a start and you can't even be bothered running back to defend your goal when you've had poor performances all season. That to me shows sign of lack of interest. That to me shows maybe there's disruption in the dressing room, maybe you're unhappy at the club, and everyone on the pitch today looked like they give their all, even if the quality wasn't 100% there. But you know what? It was in times because of the way that the team played together, and I also thought they were a lot more in sync. Like, the back four seemed a lot more in sync. I thought Varane and Lindelof, excellent centre-back pairing today. I thought they had magnificent games, both of them. I know Varane scored, but Lindelof was superb as well. And I also thought they demanded the back four really well. I mean, Dalot and Tellers can always be shaky, but you could see Varane and Lindelof both telling them to get back and what positions they should be in. So, I mean, you can see that this team really wanted to win today, and definitely, like you said, I don't think anyone on there were the problem.
Yeah, like I said it then, Beth, before, it's like, it's just nice to get a few very good performances rather than one or two exceptional ones, which has pretty much been all season, relying on one or twos to get us out. But today, I mean, you could split that between 5 or 6 players for man of the match for me today. I thought that was an all-round team performance.
No, 100%. It's like, even Bruno, he got outshadowed by Mata and Ronaldo, but I thought he had a good game today.
His best game in a while.
Yeah, best game in a while. I thought, yes, he did. Some people say he loses the ball too much. There was a few people in my stand today saying he was costing us some chances by not moving the ball quick enough and playing backwards too much. I was like, you can't win. But I thought his performance was a lot more controlled today. I thought, again, pulled a little bit deeper, controlled the game. I thought him and Mata's relationship really showed on the pitch. I thought two great players playing together, and that's what happens, you know, when you have quality players that understand each other's positions, playing together. And also, I thought that's the thing, Mata, Bruno, Ronaldo and ELANGA all today, I thought they could walk off there with their heads held high. ELANGA not always with the quality, but the running he did, he was constantly being positive and making options as well. Because once ELANGA makes that run, you give Ronaldo the space. And the only qualm I would have have is that we're not using the wings enough, we're not using the fullbacks enough, but that's something for Ten Hag to do and come in and deal with next season, because that is like a coaching issue and you've just not got time to do it now. But
yeah, just nice to see a bit of effort and willing at the end of the day, Beth. But
yeah,
I am
exactly.
going to put you on the spot now. We can actually have a little bit of a debate of who got man of the match tonight, so I'm going to put it on you now. Who is man of the match for you in the last home game of the season?
Do you know what? I'm going to give it to Amata. I really was impressed.
Yeah,
Ricky will be buzzing. Honestly, I was sat there, I was like, oh God, Matt's having this performance, Ricky's going to have me next Sunday. But honestly, I thought when he came off, it showed. I thought Ronaldo very, very close. I thought he controlled the game so well from the front, and he was demanding. And again, today I thought, wow, he's playing so well today, and that's how he's performed every week now for multiple weeks in a row, and he really does set the standard. And for me, so important. Oh, by the way, I've just seen a quote. Apparently Ronaldo said he's not finished just at the end of that game, so if he stays now in this transitional period, you've got Mata and Matic leaving, you're both senior players in that dressing room, you need someone senior and demanding there, and the people calling him to be the problem, he is not the problem, he's the solution for me running into next season. So important that we keep him, but as an overall playmaker in this game, the way he controlled the game, Juan Mata for me.
Yeah, Beth, that is exactly it. Shame they hadn't done this on a Saturday, so we'd had a good Sunday show to talk about it. But this is how this team does us. It has our pants down every time. But Beth, cheers for coming on.
Of course, and I'll see you all next season as well.
Yep.